Hello dear students, welcome to Devika's Commerce and Management Academy. So today's chapter Skewness, quite easy and you can work out very easily. If you understood measures of central distribution and measures of variation. Based on the previous chapters, this skewness is related. What is this skewness? Skewness is based on the measures of variation and measures of dispersion. Like we have discussed about Bowles, X bar, arithmetic mean and median, mode and quartile deviations Q1, Q3. Based on this only skewness we are going to calculate. How do we calculate? Why this is required means mainly it is going to depend on the distribution. How is the distribution? We have calculated arithmetic mean, mode, median, all these things we have calculated, but the distribution is, how is the distribution? Is it positive, negative, or how it is? So based on this we are going to calculate skewness. There are three types of skewness. One is Carl Pearson skewness, another one is Bowles skewness, and third one is not in popular, so we can just ignore it. As we are not statisticians, we have this subject, statistics subject we have, so we are calculating to some extent. So these two we are going to discuss in this chapter, Carl Pearson's skewness and Bowles skewness, these two. So why we are calculating this? To know the distribution. How is the distribution? Distribution means the calculations of X bar, median, mode and Q1, Q3, all these things, how we have done that distribution, we can know that what it is the value, how it is the distribution. Sometimes it is symmetric, symmetric means common, symmetric means it is systematic. Sometimes it is positive, sometimes it is negative. How is the distribution? To know that we will be calculating this skewness. Through a diagram I will explain you very clearly. The first thing is, remember, distribution we are just observing in this skewness. First one here, symmetric distribution. Second one is positive skewed distribution. Third one, negatively skewed distribution. Symmetric distribution means, the diagram if you observe it, median value is here. Median, mean, mode. Where median is in the middle, then that is symmetric distribution. And right side you will find mode, left side you will find mean. This is symmetric distribution. In symmetric distribution, the value of skewness will be always 0. One more important thing, remember, when we calculate skewness, the value, the answer, the outcome is not so high value. The value will be always less. At the most +1 or -1. In between that you will find the value. Very rarely you will find high value, otherwise you won't get much value. It shows that whether it is positive, negative or symmetric, so that shows, that is why the value will be always less only. So in symmetric distribution it will be like this, median is in the center and mode and mean. In symmetric distribution the outcome will be always 0. Means when you calculate skewness, if the outcome or the answer is 0 means you can say it is a symmetric distribution. And second one is that positively skewed distribution. Positively skewed distribution means, if you see this diagram, mode is in the middle. Mode is in the middle and just right side to the mode you can find median and arithmetic mean. Are you getting it? So when it is like this, positively skewed distribution you can say. How do you know positive skewed distribution? When the outcome or the answer is in positive value. Here I have written, when the answer is in positive value, like 0.68, 0.25, anything plus value, so then it is a positively skewed distribution. Are you getting it? In the same way, negatively skewed distribution. Negatively skewed distribution, if you see this diagram, middle value is here mode. Mode is in the middle, center is mode, and just beside the mode means left side you will find median and arithmetic mean through diagram. But how do you know the value? The value when it is negative. As I told you, this value, skewness value will be always plus or minus or 0 only. and the value will not be more. Suppose say the value of skewness is minus 0.3, minus 0.15, minus 0.75, anything minus 0. It means that is negatively skewed distribution. Are you getting it? In that way this is useful. Skewness, why we are calculating skewness, what is the value, and it is to understand the distribution whether it is a positive, negative or symmetric. So for that purpose you are preparing this skewness. Now as we have popularly known Carl Pearson skewness. Did you hear this Carl Pearson name? Yes. Standard deviation is also invented by Carl Pearson only. We know how to calculate standard deviation, that is invented, that is introduced by Carl Pearson. Same person, Carl Pearson's skewness is there. Carl Pearson's skewness, that we say it as a Carl Pearson's coefficient of skewness. Carl Pearson's coefficient of skewness. In short you can say it as a SKP. SK means skewness, P downside you are writing, SKP means Carl Pearson's skewness. Formulas remember, just introduction class today. If you understand today's class, tomorrow next class onwards you can work out easily. Okay, SKP, say along with me, SKP is equal to, the formula is mean minus mode by standard deviation, or in short you can say it as a x bar minus z by rho. X bar I did not write, I wrote only x. X bar minus z by rho. So this is a simple formula, x bar minus z by rho. This is SKP formula, where z cannot be defined, when mode is ill defined. We have another formula, that is when mode is ill defined, SKP is equal to 3 into x bar minus median by rho. Very easy to remember, 3 into x bar minus median. Here z is not there, in place of z we are putting 3 into x bar minus median by rho. Rho is common, here also rho, here also rho. Only what we are doing is here mean minus median, 3 into mean minus median. This is when mode is ill defined. We know when it will be ill defined. Okay. So this is, you have to remember, Carl Pearson's skewness, two formulas. When mode is defined, x bar minus z by rho. When mode is ill defined, 3 into x bar minus median by rho. Okay. Second one, Bowley's skewness. Carl Pearson's is over na. Bowley's skewness. How do you know Bowley's skewness? It is mainly based on the quartiles and median. Quartiles, how many quartiles we have? Q1 and Q3. Quartile 1, quartile 3. Okay. So, and median. Based on this, this is the formula. Q3 plus Q1 minus 2 median by Q3 minus Q1. Here Q3 plus Q1 and downside Q3 minus Q1, and Q3 plus Q1 just beside 2 median, minus 2 median. That's all, simple. Q3 plus Q1 minus 2 median by Q3 minus Q1. Bowley's skewness formula. These two formulas, if you can remember, we know the calculations of x bar, we know the calculation of mode, we know the calculation of standard deviation, and also we know how to calculate Q1, Q3 and median. Okay, everything is we know, already we have learned. Just whatever we have learned, that we have to calculate and put it in the formula, that's it. Very simple. One more important thing, remember here, measures of variation or the skewness. What is the difference? So dispersion is concerned with the amount of variation. Dispersion, measures of dispersion we have learned, no? Dispersion is concerned with the amount of variation. Amount of variation, what is the variation, what is the value, that is focusing by the dispersion rather than its direction. It's not focusing on the direction, it is focusing only on the variation, what is the outcome, not focusing on the direction. Whereas skewness tells the direction of variation. Direction, here the direction we have discussed, na? So skewness is focusing on the direction, okay, and direction of the variation or departure from symmetry. How is that symmetry? So that is discussing by the skewness. Anyway, always remember skewness is depending on the dispersion only. We have discussed all these things in the dispersion only. So skewness is depending on the dispersion. So dispersion means what we have discussed: arithmetic mean, mean, mode, and Q1, Q3, based on this only. That's it. Want to take a screenshot? Yes, you can. In the coming class, I'll explain very clearly few problems related to the Carl Pearson skewness and also Boles skewness. Stay connected. There are many subjects which already covered in our channel. Please check out the playlist and practice well. Do share these videos with all your friends, juniors, seniors, or whoever it may be. And I want you to get much progress. So stay connected, practice well. See you in the next class with the practicals of skewness. Good luck.